Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's Bendy and the Ink Machine video, we take a look at the hidden audio from Henry found within the mysterious ink tunnel that now greets us upon dying in Bendy Chapter 4 and the updated chapters 1 to 3. The secret audio itself is nothing too special, however the idea of Henry hearing these voices while being rebirthed via this inky chamber upon dying to enemies around the studio has massive implications on the story of Bendy and the Ink Machine and the character of Henry himself, who up to this point has remained largely a mystery. So in a minute we'll listen to this hidden audio and then I'll elaborate with a brand new theory. But before we jump into this theory, I want to tell you guys about Alliance Heroes of the Spire, who have sponsored today's video. Alliance Heroes of the Spire is an exciting RPG you can play on your mobile devices, and combines the best qualities of those timeless classic role-playing games of the past. With 10,000 different hero combinations to choose from, you can truly customize your experience and put your gaming skills to the ultimate test, meaning you must earn your victories through deep and rewarding progression and combat, which really elevates Alliance over many other mobile RPGs. You can also play against your friends online in arena and tournament modes via real-time PvP game modes, not to mention facing off against epic giant bosses in order to claim legendary rewards. Alliance Heroes of the Spire is a fun and exciting experience which you can check out right now. Go to the link in the description below this video to claim your 50,000 gold and 50 gems for free. I hope you enjoy your time with Alliance as much as I did. Now we've heard from our sponsor guys, let's get back to today's video. Okay, so let's begin this theory with an analysis of the audio you will hear while being spawned inside the ink tunnel. At first, this audio sounds pretty indecipherable. However, if we reverse the audio, we hear it is in fact Henry's voice, and this is what he has to say. You may have noticed that all of these lines of dialogue are things Henry said in the original chapter of the game. So it seems this inky resurrection is causing Henry to recall or hear past memories. But as we've heard all this before, what makes this hidden audio so special? Well, it's not so much what we hear, but rather why we hear it. The reason we hear these voices is because Henry has died and then has been reborn from the ink. In chapter 3, Alice refers to the process of this rebirth as a screaming well of voices.
Do you know what it's like, living in the dark puddles?
It's a buzzing, screaming well of voices.
Bits of your mind swimming like fish in a bowl.
The first time I was born from its inky womb, I was a wiggling, pussing, shapeless slug. The second time, well,
It made me an angel.
She also mentions being born from an inky womb. This lines up with exactly what is happening to Henry here. He is hearing muddled voices and being reborn from the inky womb, appearing in a splash of ink right in front of these Bendy statues. So it appears Henry is being reborn in a similar fashion to characters such as Susie Campbell, Wally Franks, Thomas Connor, Sammy Lawrence, and Norman Polk. Not to mention the other workers at the studio, hearing echoes of his past memories at the studio along the way. So let's take a look at Henry's timeline. First, Henry arrives at the studio after receiving a mysterious letter from Joey Drew. Henry then collects key items from around the workshop and places them atop pedestals before powering on the ink machine to initiate the ritual. During the course of the game, Henry then falls to some kind of enemy, or perhaps during the elevator drop itself. He is then reborn via the ink at a Bendy statue. He encounters many ink creations who had likely previously been workers such as handymen, artists, and musicians, now all inhabiting inky bodies. This all suggests that Henry may have also been reborn from the ink himself, and the hidden voices inside the ink tunnel is our window into how the process works. Could this then also mean Henry now has an inky body himself? Well, quite possibly. Let me explain. We know Henry was an artist at the studio, and we know the inkwell likely represented the artist workers. So that would mean that by using the inkwell during the ritual, Henry was inadvertently setting himself up for an inky rebirth upon his death. But what was Henry reborn as exactly? I don't know for sure, but you may remember a little while ago I had a pretty wild theory about Henry being a good version of Bendy. It is likely that Demon Bendy is studio head Joey Drew, but we must remember there is substantial evidence showing us that Henry was the original creator of Bendy, from this cute design found at Henry's desk.
Hey, here's my old desk. I wasted so much time in this chair.
To the audio log in Chapter 3, where Henry talks about an exciting new character he has created.
When in doubt, just keep drawing, Henry. On the plus side, I've got a new character I think people are gonna love.
Everything points to Bendy being a creation Henry designed and Joey Drew then took from him and made his own for financial gain, perhaps explaining why a disgruntled Henry left the studio in the first place.
When I agreed to start this whole thing with him, I thought there'd be a little more give and take. Instead I give, and he takes.
So could Henry have been reborn as an original version of Bendy, just like Alice had a good and a bad version, Alison Pendle and Susie Campbell respectively? Could Henry be good Bendy and Joey Drew the maniacal and corrupt, evil version? This means Henry, much like Sammy Lawrence and Demon Bendy, is able to travel through the ink, and perhaps is the prophet who will set everyone free. Could Sammy's ramblings in Chapter 2 be referring to the wrong Bendy?
The ritual must be completed. Soon he will hear me. He will set us free.
Could it be Henry is the version of Bendy there to set everyone free, and not the ink demon Sammy talks about? I mean, Sammy's trust in Demon Bendy didn't exactly turn out well for him. I'm not sure, but I do feel that by initiating the ritual, Henry became part of it himself, and these weird audio echoes heard within the inky womb are part of this rebirth, making Henry as much of a creation of the ink machine as Sammy, Alice, Boris, or even Joey Drew's Demon Bendy himself. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. This has been a look at Henry's secret audio messages found within the game over screen of Bendy and the Ink Machine, which came with a new update of the game. If you did enjoy this video, guys, remember to give it a like, leave me a little comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one, and I'll see you on the next one.